The following review is going to be on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Crashbar. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to review on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Crashbar. Our third Junkion in the series. Now, first we'll take a look at the box. It says Crashbar right there. The open package, yes, I've opened them up. Deluxe class on the bottom. There is Crashbar in his robot mode. There is the Legacy poster, and on the back you have robot, 2 vehicle, and 15 steps. And the Evo Fusion is you can combine them. Here they have them combining with Scrap Hook to become a bigger motorcycle. There's the UPC. All right, and when you open this guy up, which we already opened them up, so we'll pop them out. And you get Crashbar. Well, let's move the camera up a little. Alright, so you get Crashbar. You get 2 exhaust pipes. And they are like that. So you got a 5mm port here, one here, and one here. And then the 3, so these are the exhaust pipes. And then you've got 2, there's saddlebags like this. That's the top of the saddlebag. And they go on the bike as saddlebags, and then you flip them around, and they are rockets. Now, the instructions say you just put these here. He's got a lot of tabs on his back. So you put those there like that. And these, it says you can put like this in his hands, which I think looks silly. I'll show you a better way. So when you first get them, you put those in the back, and you put these in his hand, and that's what he looks like. Well, might as well take a look at this first. And there is the steps to do a scrap hook, and then our Crashbar, and then on the back, here's where you take them apart and you put the piece of scrap hook in right in the middle, and it becomes a longer motorcycle, which we'll show that later. So that is your instruction booklet. Now what I like to do is I like to put these, you got a 5mm slot there and a 5mm slot there, and so I think it looks better if you do it like that. So now he's got the weapons on his hands, and that looks pretty cool. Now, you can weaponize him. He's got a 5mm port there. He's got one there. He's got one in his arm. He's got ports over here. On the bottom of the feet. So just like any other ever since Siege, you get the weaponizers, you got the fossilizers, you got the modulators. It's just some gimmick Hasbro's been doing. And I kind of like it because all it takes is just one 5mm port, and you could move these guys around. Now, he is a Junkion, so he's our second Deluxe Class Junkion. Our first Deluxe Class Junkion was Scrap Hook. And then we've got Junk Heap and wreck-gar are the Voyager Junkions we've got. And they're part of the Studio Series 86. And this is part of the Legacy Evolution. So now let's look at Crashbar real quick. Love the face. They all have goatees. I swear, every one of these guys has some kind of goatee. It's got like the brown and the orange. You get the red eye. That's like 3 or 4 different colors for the face. You got the yellow and the orange and the silver. He's got an Autobot symbol. He's got 2 different shades here. Looks like he's got like Unicron pecs. It's got the brown and the gray, and you got another brown. And I like non-symmetrical robots. That's pretty cool. So this is the front of the bike, and that's the seat of the bike. So I like how he's not symmetrical, at least on the bottom. Let's see. You got the little spikes here, and you got 3 spikes there. So pretty cool. Back, not really hollow, and on this one, what you can do is you can unfold that, take out this wheel only, Okay, so now you got this wheel, and what you can do is you got these little tabs here. It's very hard. There you go. And what you can do is you can whip out the little, like he's got a throwing knife, which is pretty cool. And then, yes, he can carry it like that, which makes no sense. Or you can put it in the gun like that, and he can carry that like that. So, that's a spinning wheel of death. I think that's something MGO would call. Now, let's get some blast effects. Yes, these work with the blast effects. And then you could, they work there, pretty neat. So you could blast effect. They fit on the shoulder pads. They fit inside the gun. Let's see. Nope, you can't do this one. So what we can do is, we can do that. All right, so he's blast effect compatible. At least his weapons are, and we could put some here. These aren't. The smokestacks aren't blast effect. But everything else, look at that. And then you can even put this on the side. It's a 5mm. So there you go. So he's all armored up, which is pretty cool. I like these, the whole point of these blast effects is pretty cool. All right, now we'll go through articulation real quick. All right, now the head is 360 degrees on a ball joint. He's got, I wish it snaps in, but it doesn't snap in. You got plenty of movement. The arm can do 360. You can go out all the way. You got double. His arm folds up 90 degrees. It's a single, but he can rotate at the elbow. And he's even got wrist rotation, which is very rare for a deluxe figure. He's got waist rotation, 360 degrees. The other arm does the same way. I like how they go out like that. The shoulder stays straight, but you can move them out. Now, the foot more than 90. To go back more than 90, does the full split. And the knee, more than 90. And the feet move back to back, but they don't have much side to side, but they do go up and down. Now, part of his gimmick is he does come apart. You can pull his legs apart. I think this is all piece, and they say you could pull his head off, but I don't think I want to pull his head apart. All right, let's see. So, yep, you can pull his head apart. The two legs, the chest is one piece, the weapons in the head. So, let's see. There you go. And there's his head. It's a ball joint, so. But, oh, great. I knew the reason why I didn't want to do it. Oh, unless you, oh, you slide it in? I wonder if you can slide it in. There we go. And now he snapped back in. So, it'd be better if you don't even bother taking it off. Alright. So, let's get him armored up again. And we'll go into some robot to robot comparisons. And then we'll transform this guy. Oh, and if you're new to my channel, I thank you for stopping and watching this review. Just a few little housekeeping things. I always start as they are packaged. So this guy was packed in robot mode. So that is how I start. But don't worry, because I always go back and show you the reverse transformation. So stick around long enough and I'll show you the reverse transformation. Okay, so this guy's back to normal. All right, let's do some comparisons now. All right, my first comparison is going to be Deluxe scrap hook. And later on, we're going to put this main piece actually right here. We're going to combine them. So now these are both Deluxes, but scrap hook looks a little taller, maybe because he's hunched over. But these are our Junkion Deluxes. And then you've got our Voyager Junkions. We got wreck-gar, and then we'll have Crashbar, and then we got Junkion. So, big difference in size, but I assume if we go back and rewatch Transformers the movie, they probably were different size Junkions. So, and I like how Hasbro's giving us all brand new Junkions. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to do just a couple more motorcycles. This is the Legacy Prime RC. If she can stand. There we go. So that's Legacy Prime RC. The Combiner Wars Protectobot Groove. So he's a taller deluxe. And we've got Rise of the Beast Core Class RC. And that is it for our comparisons. All right, now let's get him transformed to his motorcycle mode. Okay, now to transform him, first we want to remove all the weapons. And then we want to take his hands, rotate them 180 degrees, like that. Okay? Then we're going to fold the hands up in, and the open hand is going to hold on to the spikes. So we got one done. And we've got two done. Then we're going to pop in the head. And then you're going to come to the back here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put this rectangular piece right in that slot. Like that. And it soft clicks. And then you do the other side. And that soft clicks. And now the front of the bike is done. Alright, so now let's rotate this. Okay, so let's rotate these in for now. Now on this one, you're gonna have to spread the handlebars, bring this down, and you have to bring this up like that. Okay, and then while you're here, push that down. So now, what you want to do is this is the front of the bike. So you want to get this to the front. So turn it that way. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get these tabs right in the middle slot. So now this, what you want to do is pull the bike out here and it shifts forward, and that's how it does it. Now a lot of times if you're not careful, you'll pop it out. No big deal. Just pop it back in like that. So that's extended. Lift it up. Now it's mine snapped in. All right, shift it back, and these go in the middle tab, and this goes in the middle tab, and then separate these again, and so now the front's done. Now the back's the same way. You pull this down, and then you shift this. You can see how that shifts back, and then this doesn't click in. It just fits right in there like that. Okay, so now, and then what you want to do is, so this is basically the robot. You take these pieces, and you want to make sure the saddle bag, this is the top. And what you want to do is it goes in this port and that port and locks it together. So that goes in that one, and that goes in that one. Now it's all locked up, and it's even a footrest. Come the other side and do the same thing. You got these two ports. So make sure the saddlebag is facing up. Push it in like that. And then last, you've got these things. Now, what you want to do is you're going to use the hands, and you're just going to put, when you put this in here, this little groove or this little slot is going to fit in this groove right here. So you're going to put this in here, and that's going to fit in there, and that locks in. See? So that one's locked in. And then the other side, I wonder if these are backwards. Let me just see if these go backwards. Let's see. So if this goes in here, and then, okay, yeah. So you want the hollow part facing down. So again, you just, that there, and this hollow part will fit right in there. And those actually act as kickstands. So now he could stay up. And he's a pretty cool bike. Let's see, you got the front wheel moves pretty good. The back wheel is the one that separates. Let's see. Now you got no windshield, but you got the cool engine block. You got the silver and gray engine block. I love how the saddlebags right there. Yeah, you can tell this is the other foot, but it doesn't do much, just hang out back there. And if you want, like I said, you know, these are all 5mm ports, so they fit there. Oh, and I forgot to do it too on the bottom of the feet. So he's in robot mode, he could fly. We'll show you later when we do reverse transformation. But we'll take some weapons from Groove. Say 5mm ports there. You can put some here. Oh, that's not a 5mm port. That's a gas tank. Oh, let's see. Yep, the wheels. I mean, right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and now he's in bike mode. You can put some exhaust. These are Rodimus Prime's exhausts. So how's that? And they roll pretty good too. Eee. And that is our bike. Now, to get up close and personal, we got that yellow and orange flame gas tank right there. The seat forms the leg forms the seat. You got part of the engine block is the waist and the chest and the arms. You got the saddlebags, locks everything in together. The exhaust double as kickstands. Pretty cool. The back doesn't look like much from the back. See, doesn't look too robot-y. Got all the spikes, but whoosh, you know. But I think I'm gonna do this for my. That's pretty cool. So he's a pretty cool motorcycle. He's definitely fun to play with. All right, now we'll do some comparisons in bike mode. Yeah, now for some comparisons, first we're going to bring in our Deluxe scrap hook. So now these are two Deluxes, one's a truck and one's a motorcycle. Pretty cool, and they're about the same width and stuff. And later on we're going to combine them. So that's that. Now we're going to bring in the big guns. Here is Junk Heap. Now, naturally, these aren't to scale. You got one big motorcycle and one small motorcycle. But there's Junk Heap. And we might as well bring in wreck-gar too. So those are our 3 Junkion motorcycles. And they're pretty cool. I love how in the original 86 movie, when you knock them out, the motorcycle would transform into the robot, and the robot transformed the motorcycle, and they do round 2. So that's what we got with our Junkions. And you know what? Let's bring in Scrap Hook for right now. Let's get a shot of all 4 of our Junkions. There you go. And they're pretty cool. You can see how they're using the same orange and muted colors. So that's always pretty neat. All right. Then we're going to bring in some motorcycle comparisons. This is Groove. He's not really standing up by himself, but... Here's Groove, a Deluxe motorcycle. So that's how those 2 guys. And then we're going to have RC. So she's one of our newer motorcycles with Legacy line. So those don't look too bad. You got RC and you got Crashbar. Now this one's going to be way out of scale because it's a core class. And that's the Rise the Beast RC. And that is all. Now, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to get the old booklet out. Now, it says here, you get this part of scrap hook, but I guess you keep one side in and take one side out. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our scrap hook, and we're just going to remove, it's actually pretty neat in the poster. You've got this guy, but it looks like it's two crash bars, the front of crash bar. Two of them to scrap hook. So, you know, I know there's going to be people that are going to buy more than one. But the way these prices are now, one's about all I could afford. And we're going to take apart, basically, we're going to take apart half of it, the car mode. Alright, so that's what we got. So we got this port and we've got that port. So we're going to take the front of this. You probably want to extend it. That's and we'll just stick that in there. And then we'll take the back of the bike. We gotta disconnect all the weapons. Move this forward. And that. And that is the bike? Let's look at that. So you got the foot up. Yeah, I guess that's it. That is your Fusion. Let's see, we'll put this here. Well, that is your Fusion, Evo Fusion. So, there's scrap hook from that side. It really doesn't do justice. Only showing you half, because you see there's the other arm. So, oh, I guess you could move these up. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess you can move that up. Well, no, you really can't move that up. But that's just goofy. I'm sorry. That to me is goofy. They could have done they could have explained it or come up with a better thing than that. So yeah, that is your Evo Fusion, folks. You know, this deserves a review of its own. Okay, yep. So you put that in there and put that there, and there's scrap hook. All right, and does this thing roll? Oh, it actually rolls pretty good. And then I guess if you want, let's see. I don't know what else to do with this. We'll put this guy back right now. Yeah, I guess. But let's see. Now, when you get two motorcycles, when you buy two of them, you put them both. I wonder if we can do this. Oh, you know what? Let's see. How about we do this? There you go. And it's, I don't really know what that is. Oh, let's see. Let's take apart this. And then we can put the back and the front and the back. And we'll combine these two. First we'll combine these two. And then we will stick them in the back in these two pegs right there. Come on, at least want to show you this one. There you go. And so you got that going along pretty cool. And I think that works better than the other one. Because now, from both ends, it looks pretty cool. So you got both motorcycles up front. And I like how they even have a tab here and a tab here. So when you have two of these, you can peg them together. So this tab will go in this tab, so you can put them both together. But that is it for the Evo Fusion. So now we'll get this guy back to the robot mode, so I can show you how to do. There we go. That's like that. Because I'll always want to show you how to transform it back. Like I said, the people that don't do this do you a major disservice, because it's usually a lot harder to go one way than it is the other way. Alright, so there he is. Okay, pretend he's back to normal. Whoops, wrong one. You know what, let's just put him back to normal. Alright, so this goes there, and this goes there. Alright. Crash Hook is back to normal. Crashbar. So, to get Crashbar into robot mode again, you can just take all his weapons off. And then, I guess you can start from the back. We can just take this leg, pull it up, and extend that. There. Like that. We'll push this back and push this forward. So now one leg's done. The other leg, just want to slowly stretch that out. Spread this out. Push this back. This, now once you swing it around, then you can close the handlebars up. And then push these down. Make sure you got the right waist. So now he's done. Alright, so now what we're going to do is rotate this. Unpeg the arms, swing them to the side. Let's get these. There we go. And of course he comes all apart. That's the bad things with these. They come apart when you don't want to. Alright, so let's finish the arms. Swing the arms down. Rotate the wrist, swing the arms down. I do like wrist rotation. I'm surprised I actually have them on a Deluxe. And then it's easier to put your fingernail here, pop the head up. I wish this locked in, but it doesn't. And then you just want to, hey, straighten the legs out. And then these only go in one way. Like I said, you could put these probably, nope, they go in that little spot right there. But, you know, you could put them on the arm for arm cannons. You know, but I like them when they go in the back. And then these will bring out there. And we'll bring that out. So, now he's back to his robot mode. So, he's a pretty cool dude. I do like him. I'm glad whoever thought of bringing the Junkions into a whole new life and all different Junkion figures, which is pretty neat. I mean, they needed something fresh, and it's a fresh take on an old character, on an old concept. And there is our Crashbar. All right, so where's the and later on, remember you can do this. I like a lot of the feet have holes in it. Whoosh. That way you can put the weaponizers and the weaponizers, and you can build up the legs and build up the arms. One of these days we'll do all that now that we got everything here. But all right, so thank you for watching this review. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give a like, give me a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, let you know when I do a new video. I've done over 1,000 videos. We've got playlists from Transformers, DC Marvel characters. We do Funko Pops, which not many views, but people like them, so I'm going to keep doing the Funko Pops. New toy sightings. I do usually first reaction movie reviews. Sometimes I do, for Rise the Beast, I did a full 30-minute review. Most of the time I just do first reactions. Don't forget this little bad boy, like that. So, like, subscribe, check out my channel, see what you got, see what you like. Helps me out a lot. I don't get paid for YouTube, not yet anyway. I have a normal job. I actually work in the forensics field. I do all the fingerprint stuff like that, which that'll be another video series another day. But right now, like, subscribe, comment, and as always, dare to be stupid. Oh, and if there's a link below to buy this guy from Amazon or a Big Bad Toy Store or something like that, feel free to do so. It helps me out a lot buying these new figures. So, dare to be stupid. Rodimusbill out.